Hello. Once again, you can rejoin Bharat, Shweta and Bharat can rejoin. Sorry, Bhargav can rejoin. So meeting has been recording, so you can rejoin once again. You can Bhargav, you can rejoin. Those who are removed, rejoin your meet. All of you type your name and yourself so that it will be marked for attendance. As soon as you join the class, make sure that you type your name and yourself. Fine. We'll continue. So these are the different levels of abstraction. There are different levels of abstraction. Now look at this diagram. Electronic circuits that use discrete representations of information. It is just like a hill. So you have both the constraints here. You have the discrete information as well as you have the continuous information. The continuous information, if you want to represent in terms of numbers, then you can use this X marks here. A signal, electronic circuits that use discrete representation of information can be viewed in this diagram. So you can see that it is a graph consisting of discrete as well as continuous samples. So this is your discrete samples. The X mark is your discrete sample, and this is your continuous signal. This is your continuous signal. Yeah, fine. Now, yeah, embedded systems. We have one more class of embedded digital system designs. We call them as embedded systems. Most real-world digital systems include embedded computers. Computers may have processor cores, memory, and I/O. They'll have processor cores, memory, and input-output system. Different functional requirements can be implemented by the embedded software by special purpose attached circuits. So what is an embedded system? Again, if I want to be precise, an embedded system is nothing but it's a digital device. It's a digital device which often performs a specific application. What do you mean by specific application? Yeah, definitely, a specific application is nothing but, for example, you have a phone. Phone is not only meant for only calling, right? Phone is not meant for only calling. Now you can use your phone as a, you can use your phone like what to say, not only for calling purpose, you can use it for any other purpose. You can stream the video, you can chat, you can use it as a email reader, or your modern days phone are the equivalent to a computer nowadays. Earlier days, if you want to open your email, definitely before 2004 and all, when we were students, before 2004 to 8, if you want to use your mail, we have to exclusively go to the computer center and open the Gmail and look at the mail. Nowadays, it's not an issue. The connectivity is not an issue. Connectivity issues are nothing but they are very mere. Connectivity issues are very mere. Means what? Definitely, if you just open the screen of your phone and if you just click on that app, that will open. That will open. That particular application will run. So earlier days, it was not the situation. Phones were meant only for communication. Only you can send the SMS. Only you can call. That's it. That's where the major operation and some basic features like alarm, the small game, snake game that we played when we were using small mobiles. Nowadays, we can use mobile for anything. You can browse. You can book a ticket. You can go to, you can book a cab, you can book a taxi, or you can book, even you can order your food, etc., etc., etc. The modern day phone is an example of an embedded system performing many applications. Earlier days, an embedded system was meant for only specifying in a specific, doing a specific activity or an application-oriented device. For example, your coffee vending machine. If you just look at the any of the coffee vending machines or ice cream vending machines or the Coke vending machines, if you put a coin, a Coke will pop up. There, the computer will recognize what coin has been inserted, and if you insert a valid coin, then only a Coke will come out. Coffee, even your coffee vending machine, if you put that coupon or the coin inside that coffee vending machine, the same 100 ml of coffee will come out of the cup. Come out of the cup. Likewise, an embedded system perspective has been changed now. Embedded system perspective has been changed from what to where to what. Earlier days, it was meant for application specific task. Nowadays, the application specific has been gone. One same system can be used for multiple applications. Your phone is not meant for only calling app. You have one icon saying phone, that you can use it for calling. You have one app for mobile banking, you can bank. Now your phone is a banker also. You can put your status if you're selfie for, you can socially connect to the people. It has become a platform for sharing the social activities. Our social life has been there in phone also. So now what I meant to say is embedded systems are not application specific. They are just become the part and parcel of our life. We cannot we can live without food for 2 days, but we can without mobile without internet we cannot survive. So we have an habit of checking the emails, checking the Facebook status. Likewise, everybody has that habit. I don't want to comment on that, but they have become the part and parcel of our lives. We cannot ignore that. Even we cannot stay away from that also. Definitely, I'll challenge you guys. You cannot live without your phone for 7 days. Can you live? No. No, definitely no. So now I'll call randomly whether to check we are there or not. You can unmute. Arun Kumar R, please unmute your mic.
Sir.
Able to follow? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನಪ್ಪ?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Okay, fine. ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ, ಅರುಣ್, you can mute. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನಮ್ಮ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
What is Verilog? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Hello?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
What is Verilog? Verilog stands for, it is derived from the word verifying logic. VERI, very, LOGIC, logic. Verilog. It has taken from the word Verilog. ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದು?
Verilog. HDL.
HDL stands for? HDL stands for? HDL stands for? Okay, Aditi. Aditi, yes.
Yes, sir.
What is HDL? Don't know. HDL stands for Hardware Description Language. Akshata. Akshata Raikar.
Yes, sir.
What is HDL?
Hardware Description Language.
ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು.
ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಆರ್ ಯು ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ?
ಸರ್ ಅವತ್ತು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಿಸಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಟುಡೇ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಓಕೆ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. We'll see what is to be done with that. Okay. Lekana.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
HDL ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
Hardware Description Language.
ನೀನು ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಮನಾಲಿ.
sir.
Okay, what is Verilog HDL? What is it? Hello? Kumuda? Kumuda HB.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shweta. Shweta Karant. Anushri. Anushri Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Apurva. Apurva HK.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ashita.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Bhargav.
ಸರ್
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನೋ?
ಹಲೋ
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಥ
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಏನಾರು? ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್. ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಭುವನ್. ಭುವನ್ ಎಸ್ ಜಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನಪ್ಪ? ಚೈತ್ರ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಹಾಲೇಶ್ ನಾಯಕ್. ಹಾಲೇಶ್ ನಾಯಕ್ ಎಸ್. ಹಿತೇಶ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನಪ್ಪ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ. ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಕುಮುದ.
Yes, sir.
ಲಾವಣ್ಯ.
Yes, sir.
ಮನಾಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಅಫ್ರೀದಿ. ಅಫ್ರೀದಿ
ಸರ್ ಹಲೋ ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೇನೋ?
ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
ನೋಡೋಣ ಈಗ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇವಾಗ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಪೂನಂ.
Yes, sir.
ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ.
Yes, sir.
ಪ್ರಸಾದ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಪ್ರತೀಕ್.
Yes, sir.
ರಂಜಿತಾ.
Yes, sir.
ರೋಹನ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಸಹೀಂ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ.
Yes, sir.
ಶರದಿ.
Yes, sir.
ಸಿಂಚನಾ. ಸುಶ್ರುತ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಸ್ವೀಕರ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ವರುಣ್. ವರುಣ್ ಶೇಖರ್. ವಿಕಾಸ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Fine. Okay, we'll see the assignment that have been given on the previous class. Somebody, many of you are telling that the voice was breaking on that day. So that once again I'll cover that topic. Just assignment name, Verilog, write the Verilog programs. All of you have a pen and paper with you guys. Please have a pen and paper. I'll give you 2 minutes. If you don't have, please bring them. The first assignment. Shall we start? Shall we start? Reply me in chat section. Shall we start? Anybody? Anybody can we start? Yeah, fine. First assignment. Write Verilog code. Write Verilog code to realize all the logic gates. I'll repeat the question. Write Verilog code to realize all the logic gates. So this is the block diagram. Okay. Now just look at this block diagram now. Carefully look at this block diagram. The title here is we have to write a program to realize all logic gates. So all logic gates are three basic gates. All the gates. So totally there are altogether 7 gates we know. NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate. So altogether we have 7 different gates. In these 7 different gates, we want to write a program which performs all the 7 operations. All the 7 operations. So let us look in this way. How many inputs we have? We have 2 inputs. We have 2 inputs. And what is the block name? The block name is all logic gates. And you have the outputs. NOT output, AND output, NAND output, OR output, NOR output, XOR output, XNOR output. So this is the black box view. So we call this as a black box view, or the schematic, or what to say, the block diagram representation of any program. Suppose you have been asked to write any program. The very first step to make sure what is that program, we need to have to write the inputs and outputs, and you have to give a module. Then coming to the next step, that is your logic diagram. What is your logic diagram? That's also very important. Now look at your logic diagram now. A underscore in. A underscore in is nothing but the input, first input. B underscore in is the second input. For NOT is always a single input gate, right? If I put A, output is A bar. Or if I say yes, you say no. Tomorrow I'll take class. What will say? No, sir. Tomorrow Sunday you cannot take. Right? Just like you and the relationship between teacher and student in the class. If I say I'll leave you freely, no, sir, please cover the syllabus. It is required. If I cover the syllabus for the test, sir, ಏನು ಸರ್ ಇದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನಮಗೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಬಸ್ಸು ಅಂತಿದ್ರಿ ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ನಾಟ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ if I say yes, you say no. If I say no, you say yes. That's the not gate functionality. 0 is 1 irutte, 1 is 0. That's why one input always not is having one input. A underscore in. Output is A underscore in bar. If I put 1 here, we'll get 0 here. Likewise. Next you have AND functionality. A ANDed with B. Similarly, if you put a bubble out the output, it becomes NAND operation. Similarly, you have OR. You put a inverter at the output, it becomes NOR. Similarly, you have XOR, XNOR. So these are the 7 gates functionality. That this is the logic diagram. Look at the program structure now. Look at the program structure now. The program structure is like this, and the truth table is very important. The next step is truth table. Before program structure, truth table is important. Truth table is here. So you can check the output here. Not output A underscore in. You just see here 0 idre 1 baratte. B 1 idre. Suppose if I put a B here along with A, if I put one more input B, it becomes if A is 0, the output is 1. If A is 0, the output is 1. If A is 1, output is 0. If A is 1, output is 0. That is your truth table of NOT. Similarly, AND you have 0, 0, 0, 1. NAND you have 1, 1, 1, 0. Or you have 0, 1, 1, 1. NOR you have 1, 0, 0. XOR of two operations. 0 with 0 is a 0. 0 with 1 is a 1. 1 with 0 is a 1. 1 with 1 is a 0. Similarly, for XNOR, 0 with 0 is 1. 1 with 1 is 1. Remaining combination 0 with 1 is 0. XNOR with 1 is 0. 1 XNOR with 0 is 0. So this is a truth table required. So this is the basic fundamental understanding of you guys studying the DST, digital system design. Then coming to the next point, what is the program look like? How does the program look like? The program is very simple. As I mentioned, this is the program. This is the program. You can see here. First, I have to write the keyword module, and I will write the module name as all gates. Module followed by module name. Then the inputs A, comma in, B, comma in. Then we'll write the outputs. NOT underscore output, AND underscore output, comma, NAND underscore output, OR underscore output, NOR underscore output, XOR underscore output, XNOR underscore output. Close the parenthesis, put a semicolon here. Then try to say what is your input and what is your output. Inputs are, so this can be written using looking at the block diagram. Inputs are A in, comma, B in. Inputs are A in, comma, B in, semicolon. Next, outputs are altogether 7. NOT underscore output, AND underscore output, etc. up to XOR underscore output, put a semicolon. Then after writing the declaration part, module name, the inputs and outputs, then define your inputs and outputs from the list. After defining the outputs and inputs, you have to start with a keyword assign. Assign is the keyword which is used to relate the output with the input, or in other words, assign is used to specify the relationship between the output and the input. How is output related to the input? That is been specified in a statement starting with the keyword assign. Sir, can I write any other different name? Leaving out assign? No. You should not use any other word of your will in Verilog. You have to use some certain standard keywords. Keywords are not going to change. And if you type it in your software, it will turn into blue color. It will turn into blue color. Assign is a keyword. Output is a keyword. Input is a keyword. Once we start with the lab, you will come to know how the keywords are related, what are keywords and all. Sir, I'll write the spelling name false. What happens then? A-S-S-I-G-N, I'll write A-sign. No, it will never work. It will give you an error. Some certain keywords has to be expressed with the same spelling. You cannot do any other things in keywords. You cannot type any other things in keywords. Assign, NOT underscore output is, this is the NOT operator in Verilog. They are readily available. not underscore a in. Assign and underscore output a in ANDed with b in the symbol. NAND ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ tilde of this, not of a in and b in. Similarly, assign or output as a in ORed with or symbol ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಇದು ಎಂಟರ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, ಎಂಟರ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ, shift and press this. This is the OR symbol. So I'll just show you guys. So this is the OR symbol, OR operation. Assign NOR output as not of this operation will become NOR. XOR, you have this to the power, in calculator power mark idella, exponential mark, that is your XOR operator in Verilog. Similarly, XOR, you have tilde of this operation, tilde of not of a in XORed with b in will give XOR output. So now we have specified all the relationship between the inputs and the outputs. Now we have to end the module. End module doesn't have a semicolon, whereas in case all other case it has a semicolon. Here end module doesn't have semicolon. So this is the program for all gates. Now the assignment for you guys is check, write the program for individual 7 gates. ನಾನು all gates ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. I just thought you to write all gates. So you can just send the program for you guys. So for your reference, you can use this. Now write it for individual gate. Write it for individual gate. Bitte sir. Write it for individual gates. How will you write? How will you write? Simple. Module, instead of gates, what you have to write here? And gate a comma b comma y, close the parenthesis, put a semicolon. First I'll write it. Okay, I'll type here only. Module and 2, open the parenthesis, a comma b, ಏನಿದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, y is the output, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಮೂರೇ ಇರೋದು, ಮೂರನ್ನ ಸೆಮಿಕೋಲನ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ we have to specify, next line is input. Input ಏನು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಇದೆ, a comma b semicolon. So you declare the inputs, then output is ಒಂದೇ ಇರೋದು y semicolon, enter. Now you have to write assign y is equal to a ANDed with b. Okay, now I have to end module. So this is the program for AND gate. Similarly, you can try for all the 6 remaining gates. Try for 6 remaining gates and submit in the next class. Is that clear? So in today's class, we have just learned how to write the program in Verilog. A program will start with the keyword module, followed by module name, input output declarations, then specifications in what is input and what is output, and directly we can use a keyword assign. With the help of AND operator, we can write the program. Y is equal to a and b, end module. Okay, so with this we'll stop here. If you have any doubts, you can unmute your mic and you can speak. Don't hesitate to ask doubts. If you ask doubt, then we can, then I can understand, I can feel that you are understanding something. Try for remaining 7. Unmute the mic and you can ask. Is anybody?
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2 ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್?
Because and is a keyword. Usually to separate the keywords, we'll go with this 2 and 2. You can write it as and 1 or and e or and gate, likewise. And is a keyword. It is a reserved word. And anta baradre ತಪ್ಪು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, error ಬರುತ್ತೆ, because and is a keyword. Okay. Yeah, why we'll use the module? Module is the keyword to start the program. Keyword to start the program is module. That's why we'll use the module. Okay. Module is the keyword. The program, Verilog program starts with the keyword module. The program will end with end module. Why we'll use Shweta antandre? Because you have been given a name, Shweta Karantanta, alva? That is why any Verilog program has to start with the keyword module. Any Verilog program will start with module, and it will end with the keyword end module. It is the given, it is the standard. If you take any program, it is standard. Fine. Any other doubts? Okay, if you have any doubts, you can mail me or you can ask me via WhatsApp also. My WhatsApp number is you can WhatsApp me and you can clarify your doubts, no problem. Try to write the small programs. As I said, for and2 I have written. Similarly, write for not. The remaining 6 you have to write and submit. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Any doubts? Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's it. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you. ಮುಗೀತು ಬಂದೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ ಲಾಗೋಟ್